Hey, I'm just chilling out at home after work, and I thought I'd share a little story, something that happened yesterday. They're doing construction on the outside of the building and the first three floors of the building where I work because this bookstore that had the first three floors moved on, so they're tearing all the guts out of that and they're taking down the signs on the outside of the front of the building. So they have all this scaffolding up and this kind of tarp that blocks it off. It's kind of the way it's done in Japan, so they can do close quarters construction and renovation without making too much noise and spreading dust and whatever around, on the busy street because people just walk right on by. Anyway, I was coming back from lunch yesterday, and I was turning to go into the entrance of the building, and there's this kind of opening in the scaffolding there. And I noticed that they had been pouring out buckets of this kind of clay-colored muddy water. I guess they were like spraying things down, rinsing things out in the area they were working in, and they were just pouring this water out on the street. And I skirted it. I went around it because I was wearing my suit and my work shoes. Didn't want to get muddied up, and I thought that's really gross what they're doing on the street in front of where I work. It's not that attractive for people to come in. And so just as I was entering the opening that goes into the hallway that leads to the elevator of the building, probably about 5 feet in front of me, this big pile of water just came down, sploosh, like right down on the sidewalk in front of me. Probably, I'm sure, like about 5 feet away from my legs. And if I'd been about 1 second faster, like one stride faster, I would have gotten the whole thing like right on my chest, or right on my head possibly, if I'd been moving just a little bit faster. And about 30 seconds later, one of the students came, this 4-year-old girl with her mother. So if they'd been 30 seconds faster, they would have both got drenched. So I just stood there with my suit splattered from the knees down and my shoes splattered, and a few droplets got up on my chest or on my glasses, on my face, and I just stood there angry. And some construction workers came over and I showed them my suit and I asked them about the cleaning. So they told me to wait, and one of them went and got the foreman. So the foreman came, took me inside the foyer of the building, and I think he just wanted to get it done with. He didn't want to worry about getting receipts. They were kind of finishing up the work there. They didn't want to make a big stink. It was a pretty risky thing that happened. It could have been a lot messier, and I would have had to take like half a day off work to go home, clean up and change, take my suit to the dry cleaning. I couldn't have worked if I'd been drenched with clay colored mud basically. So that would have been quite an expense business wise. So he just reaches into his pocket and gives me 10,000 yen, which is about $100. So not bad getting $100 for getting mud splattered on your trousers. So a little annoying, frustrating, irritating moment suddenly got a little brighter.